Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond Gardening Homestead. This is Kim. Today is an exciting day because I will be actually harvesting onions, as you can see in this bed here. I'm just showing you that I have a variety of onions that are ready to come out. This here, I'm not sure what this is. I can't tell if it's maybe a leek or um, I just really don't know. It never really bulbed into a full onion. So I can't tell you what it is. And I'll pull it though. And then here you can see I have some small onions that I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. I don't really think they're going to get any larger. The necks have fallen over. And this one, the neck is really soft. It is extremely soft. So it'll all be coming out. Now over here you can see my potatoes. I have grow bags. I think I have about 5 or 6 grow bags of potatoes. I'm not going to take out the ones in the grow bags because I don't think that they are ready to come out. You can see they still have a lot of green on the foliage, and potatoes will let you know when they're done because this will all die back, and this hasn't started to die yet. So, but I do believe that I've got some good potatoes in there. Now here in this GreenStalk box, one side looks like it's ready to come out. The other side, I'm not sure. So I'm conflicted as to what to do. Um, I'll decide later how to address this because I don't want the potatoes to sit in there and rot if I have any good potatoes. So we'll just wait and see what happens with this particular box right here. You can see one side is completely dead. It's gone. So we'll see. I don't know. They may be completely rotted on one side, and I may still have potatoes on the other side. But in the meantime, I'm gonna move on to the boxes. See, look at that. That's completely dead. And then this side has green. I don't know what went on there. I guess it's two different types of potatoes. Now over here in this big plastic planter, I will probably pull these. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I have anything down in there, but we'll make a decision about this one as well. Probably won't get pulled today because today I really want to focus on the ones that I think that are really ready and my onions over here in my big GreenStalk box. So a few months ago, I decided to try something a little different, and instead of throwing away my large boxes that my GreenStalk planters were shipped in, I repurposed them and into potato growing containers. So it was an inexpensive and creative way to grow my potatoes and to give the box a second life. So now it's time to see if the experiment paid off. So we all know that. So what I'm going to do, well, first of all, what I'm going to do is because that box is so big and has so much soil in it, I'm going to use this 27-gallon container and I'm going to just dump all of the soil into this container so that way I can cover it and it doesn't have to sit out and get wet while I'm waiting. And the potatoes will go in this little carton right here. Well, this little green cart here. So as you can see, I'm just uh, very carefully uh, pulling out the dead foliage, and then I'm very carefully taking out the soil. And I'm doing this so that I do not bruise the potatoes. Potato skins are very delicate when you harvest them, and if you are really rough with them, you'll actually scratch the skin and pull the skin back, and that's what you really don't want to do. Which is why after harvesting your potatoes, you really want to set them in a cool, dry place so that the skins can cure on the potatoes and harden. That way they will store for a long time. So you can see I'm getting some potatoes in there.
I believe these are the little, maybe the northern reds or whatever. I am not sure. I cannot tell you exactly what all the potatoes are, the name of them. Doesn't matter to me. If potatoes a potato, I love all potatoes. So whatever I get, I'm happy with. Look at that. So I'm just going to scrape all the dirt out. Right here is leaf mold, and it's a crumbly material that's made primarily, well, actually from the fallen leaves that I laid in the bottom of the box when I prepped it for the potatoes. This is very good for your soil. As you can see, these are the potatoes that I gathered out of the one box. I'm not going to weigh them. I have a bunch of little tiny ones and then some nice sized potatoes. Typically, you would not wash your potatoes, but I gently washed mine because I just couldn't stand all the dirt on them. Look at that, beautiful. And these little tiny potatoes, they're edible. You can eat them, don't throw away. So if you harvesting potatoes and you have a bunch of little tiny ones, keep them. So now on to the second box. I'm going to treat it the same way. I have another 27-gallon tote container that I will be putting all of my dirt in, which is going to come in handy because I'll use the dirt later to plant. I think I'm going to do sweet potatoes. So this another GreenStalk box. I didn't throw my boxes away, at least not all of them. And I'm going to do the same thing with this box. I'm just going to remove all the foliage. Look at that. I've already got potatoes inside on the top. I guess you can see it as I go across the camera. So I am just, once again, just pulling out all of the old plant. See how it's all died back. And we'll see if we get any potatoes out of this box. Looks like I can see a couple of potatoes on top. I mean, they're not super big, but hey, they're potatoes. And the good thing about using these large boxes with all of this soil is that with all of the uh, fertilizers and all that I used in the soil, and I'll be able to use the soil later when I'm planting out, like I said, my sweet potatoes, because I plan to do those in like 30-gallon grow bags. So I will need a lot of soil. So I should not have to purchase any more soil. So now these potatoes look like that they are like just some regular russet potatoes. I think I had some potatoes in the house that were a bunch of eyes on them, and I decided to bring them out and just plant them. So even if I do not get a huge amount of potatoes, anything I get is great because these potatoes were just sitting around shriveling up, and I decided to just take them outside and throw them, put them in the dirt and see what happened. But here we go. And I'll have to say that the GreenStalk boxes really held up. They held up. So look at that. Now it looks like there was something in there. I don't know, eating away at the flesh of the potatoes, or I don't know what it is, but you'll see later when I kind of rinse them off a little. So I got some nice sized potatoes. I got a nice little haul there. Not humongous, but hey, potatoes, nevertheless. And then it got, see, look at that. If you look at the potato, I put up if I can focus. Yeah, right here. You saw those little specks on it, but I think they'll be okay. Then I got some little smaller potatoes. These won't last long. I eat a lot of potatoes. So I have enough for a few meals. I'm real excited about the red potatoes. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure those probably came from a potato that I had in the house that I planted out. I think that's pretty good. I think I did a good job. I rinsed those as well, so I'll set them aside. You should put them in a cool, dry place. Mine will actually just go in my greenhouse. It's going to be hot in there, and I'll just let them stay in there for a week or so, and then I will take them into the house. I'll just let them stay out and dry a little, and then I'll take them in the house. So now on to the onions. Now on to my onions. I have
a couple of beds, several beds of onions, different variety. I have some white onions. I have some yellow onions. I have some red onions. And yeah, in the beginning, I had tags to tell me exactly what was what. But it doesn't matter to me. When I need an onion, I'll just go grab an onion. So you see how easy those come out. They're ready. Some of them are real small. I'll take the small ones. I don't typically purchase large onions when I go to the store. I like the smaller onions. So the fact that my onions are not massive, I'm okay with that. Because when I'm ready to cook, if I just need a small onion for something, I don't have to take a big onion, cut off a piece of it, and then refrigerate the rest of it and have the refrigerator smell like onion. So I can probably use one whole onion uh, because of the size of these. They're not huge. But look, I'm just happy that I'm going that I can actually come to my backyard and pull my look at that. That is so cool to me. I mean I am just really, 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 really excited about growing my own food. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Here we go. So all of my onions were grown in raised beds, and they've been growing for a few months. You see, I got carrots in there as well. I'm not gonna touch the carrots today. I'm just gonna pull some of the onions around, and you see green. I know I had some Creole red onions. Some of the red onions are Creole, and some of them I forgot. Some of them came from. Most of my onions were started from seeds. I would say a lot of them were started from seeds, and then I do had some. I mean, I did grow some that I actually bought starts from one of the that I purchased from the local nursery. Which I don't know. There's some scallions in there along with the onions. So I'm not picky. They don't have to be separated. I don't have to know what's what. I just know that when I'm ready to cook something, I can just grab one. It's not like I'm selling them, so it doesn't matter. And even if someone wanted to, look at that double onion. And you know what? That double onion was actually from a half of an onion that I put in the ground, and I didn't expect to get an onion from it, but I actually got two onions off of it. I think this is absolutely awesome. But look at the start of my onion. See, look at that. That's probably a little scallion, not scallion. What do you call the little onions? Not scallions, but oh, can't think of the name of it. I'll think of it. Think of it later. But I got a nice little haul there. I got a nice little onion haul. Look at that. I am so proud of myself. Now, if eventually if I decide that I want larger onions, next year I may work on or do some research on how to get your onions larger. But I really don't need them larger. This is enough onions to last me for a while. Now, last year I did do onion powder. So I have got the onions in the greenhouse and I'm separating them by color, just by color. And these trays are trays that I picked up on the side of one of the convenience stores. Now, mind you, I did ask the management manager first before I took them. I didn't want to get in trouble for, taking something that wasn't mine. And they come in so handy in my garden. So I get to lay the red ones out. I'm going to lay out all of the white ones. I don't know why I'm separating them, but I am. So I'm laying out all of my whites. I didn't bother to take the tops off. I'll cut those off, clean them up later. You can cook with these tops as well. So here we go. They're all neatly packaged. Look at that. So growing your own food, it doesn't have to be expensive. This harvest is proof that you can repurpose materials you already have, uh, and You can use raised beds wisely and you can enjoy the abundant harvest right from your backyard. So everything is all neatly cleaned. I don't think I sprayed my onions. I don't think I may have, knowing me. So whether it's potatoes, recycled, grown in recycled GreenStalk shipping boxes or onions grown in raised bed, every harvest is a reminder that a little creativity and patience can really go a long way. So I hope this video inspires you to think outside of the box, sometimes literally. So don't be afraid to repurpose material and try new growing methods in your just in your own garden. So if you enjoyed coming along for today's harvest, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to Beyond Gardening Homestead. Leave a comment below. I love to hear what you're harvesting from your garden this season. It's a hot season, Texas. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Sugar falls in, I stir it slow, let the calm begin. In these quiet hours, I feel at ease. Life's simple magic in moments like these. I find the magic in the everyday, in the sweetest sips as time slips away.